ओम जय स्वाहा माता।
बोलिए श्री राजा रामचंद्र की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। Devotees, we begin this morning's presentation with bhajan as we glorify Maryada Purushottam Dhanushadhari Shri Ram. We join Pandit Dr. Umesh Prasad.
ऐसो को दार जग माही, 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 बिनु सेवा जो द्रवत दीन पर, राम सरस को नाही, ऐसो को दार जग माही, ऐसो को दार जग माही, ऐसो जोगति जोग विराज जतन करे, जोगति जोग जोगति जोग विराज जतन करे, नहीं पावत मुनि ज्ञानी, ऐसो नहीं पावत मुनि ज्ञानी, ऐसो सो गति देत गिध सबरे कहा, सो गति देत गिध सबरे कहा, प्रभु न बहुत जिय जानी, ऐसो प्रभु न बहुत जिय जानी, ऐसो को दार जग माही, ऐसो को दार जग माही, ऐसो जो संपत्ति 10 शीस अरपु करी, रावण शिव पहरी, ऐसो रावण शिव पहरी, ऐसो सो संपदा विभीषण कहती, सो संपदा विभीषण कहती, सकुच सहित हरि दीनी, ऐसो सकुच सहित हरि दीनी, ऐसो को दार जग माही, ऐसो को दार जग माही, ऐसो तुलसीदास 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 सब भांति सकल सुख, जो चाहसी मन मेरो, ऐसो जो चाहसी मन मेरो, ऐसो तो भजु राम काम सब पूरन, तो भजु राम काम सब पूरन, करहु कृपा निधि तेरो, ऐसो करहु कृपा निधि तेरो, ऐसो को दार जग माही, ऐसो को दार जग माही, ऐसो को दार जग को दार जग को दार जग माही, ऐसो।
Shri Raja Ramachandra ki jai. Devotees, Maryada Purushottam Dhanushadhari Shri Ram symbolizes metaphysically the state of spiritual perfection. According to Sri Ramcharitamanas, Ramayana of Goswami Tulsidas, one of the most powerful devotees of Bhagwan Sri Ram is none other than Shankar Swan Keshari Nandan Pavan Putra Bajrangbali, whom we simply call Hanumanji. Hanumanji has demonstrated in no uncertain terms his devotions to Bhagwan Sri Ram, to the extent where he burst open his chest to show the world that in his heart exist Sri Sita and Sri Ram. His devotion was tested. He was challenged, and he overcame that challenge with flying colors, so to speak. A lot of devotees worship Shankar Swan Keshari Nandan, Pavan Putra Bajrangbali. How Hanumanji, according to Sri Ramcharitamanas, appeared. It is said Sita Mata was abducted, taken to Lanka. Sugriv, accompanied by many of the disciples, monkeys and bears, so to speak, as we say, were in search of Sri Sita Ma. They reached the southern shores of India, where they were advised by some party, another very powerful individual, that Sita was, of course, in Lanka. 800 miles of ocean separated Lanka from India. So, someone who had the capacity to cross over 800 miles of ocean will be the one to go to Lanka to find Sita. A lot of enthusiasm. Sau Yojan, it is said 100 Yojan. Some of the disciples, they said they can jump 1 Yojan, some 5 Yojans, some 50 Yojans. The eldest of them all, whose name was Jamwant, he said, I can jump 90 Yojan, but that is still not yet 100 Yojan. Who then could carry out this task of Sri Ram? Then Jamwant himself looked around and he saw sitting very, very quietly, very peacefully, Hanumanji. And then he said, Hanuman, you are sitting here so very quietly. Don't you know that the purpose of your manifestation, your birth, is to perform the works of Sri Ram? Hanuman, let me point out to you how you appeared. It all took place once in the forest. Your father's name was Keshari. Your mother's name, Anjani. In the forest where they lived, there was an ashram with many sages, amongst whom was Kashyap Rishi. One day, an elephant, enraged, powerful as Airavat, as we say, the elephant of Indra, rushed in the direction of these sages, especially Kashyap Rishi, who was so overpowered by fear, he became rooted to that spot, in the path of that charging mad elephant. All he could have done was to cry out, save me, save me. Hanumanji, your father, Keshari, who was the king of the forest, without a moment's hesitation, he rushed and put himself between that charging elephant and the sage. Such was his power. He fought with that elephant, dashing it to the ground, overpowering it, saving the life of the sage. The sage was quite overjoyed. He didn't have physical strength, but he had spiritual power. So he was very, very pleased, the sage was, and in a state of joy, a pleasant mind, a mind filled with gratitude, he said something to your father. What did he say? तब पितु बहुबल देखी मन मुनिवर दीन अशीष मांगू मांगू वर भाव मन हे द्विज पालक पीश सिया पति रामचंद्र जी की जय शरणम। हे हनुमान जी, आपके पिता का बल देखकर मुनि ने आशीष देकर कहा, हे ब्राह्मण पालक कपिराज, जो मन में भावे सो वर मांगिए। Seeing the power of your father, this sage wanted to give a blessing to your father Hanumanji. So he addressed your father by saying, O Lord of the monkeys, hey Kapiraj, hey Brahman Palak, O protector of the holy ones, whatever you have in your mind, whatever desire you may have, feel free to ask. Ask whatever boon, I shall fulfill it. When the sages are pleased, devotees, they shower their blessings, their favor, their grace upon us. And when they are displeased, then the opposite takes place. Your father, O Hanuman, was told to ask for a vardhan. What did he ask for? सानुकूल तपसीक जानी भूलतात जोरी युग पानी। जो प्रसन्न मुँह पर भगवान, जो प्रसन्न मुँह पर भगवान, उत देहु बल मरुत समान। जय राम श्री राम, जय राम श्री राम, जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम राम, जय जय सीता राम, जय जय राम। तब तपस्वी को प्रसन्न जानकर केशरी हाथ जोड़ बोले, हे भगवान, जो आप मेरे ऊपर प्रसन्न हो तो मरुत के समान बलि पुत्र दीजिए। हनुमान जी, your father, recognizing that this tapasvi, this great ascetic, this powerful sage was pleased, and he was asked to, or told to ask for a vardhan. He joined both hands together, your father did, and with deep reverence, he said, O Bhagwan, if you are pleased with me, then there is only one thing I would like to ask for. Putra dehu bala maruta samana. I would like you to bless me with a son who is as powerful as the wind. I would like to have a son, O Holy One, who is as powerful as the wind. When your father asked for such a vardhan, very difficult, What was the response of the sage? Eva mastu kahi rishita bagayo. So shall it be, the sage said. So shall it be. He blessed your father with that vardhan, and he went about his spiritual journey. Hanumanji, your mother's name was Anjani. Very, very beautiful. Patibrata, loyal, sincere, devoted. It is said, once she dressed herself very beautifully, and she went to enjoy the jewels of nature, the forested area, beautiful. But while she was there enjoying, the breeze began to blow in a very strange way. It appeared as if someone was touching Anjani. She was so very pure, so very righteous, chaste, not wanting in any way to be infringed upon. She took a step back and in anger she said, "Who is there touching me in this kind of way? Show yourself. I'm going to pronounce a curse on you." Such was her power, such was her purity. It is said, a divine form appeared. It is said, this form, the form of the wind, so to speak. And this form said, "Oh Anjani, why do you want to give to me a shrap? Don't curse me. Your husband asked for a vardhan, that he wants to have a son as powerful as the wind. I am just blessing you so that that power, that Shakti will be with you, so that that desire of your husband will come to fulfillment. If you doubt me, go and ask your husband. Go and ask your husband, O Anjani." And so, O Hanuman, your mother went to your father Keshari, and she expressed what she just experienced to him, and he agreed, yes, everything is true. Whatever was said to you is true. The sage blessed me that I shall have a son as powerful as the wind. And so, Hanumanji, you were conceived, and the time came when you were born, as we say. And devotees, it may appear to be quite strange. It is said in the month of Kartik, the Hindu month of Kartik, when all the planetary settings were quite good, on the 14th day, in the dark night, Hanumanji was born on a Tuesday. Hanumanji, अच्छी नक्षत्र अच्छी घड़ी में देव बल पाकर आपने जन्म लिया. कार्तिक वदी 14 भमवार के दिन आपका जन्म हुआ है. So Hanumanji was born. Hanumanji, according to the story from very early, had this power with him. And he was so powerful, it is said once, he attempted to swallow the sun. On his journey towards that sun, Indra, the king of the Devatas, dealt him a blow that knocked him unconscious. He didn't fall to the ground. As we say, the wind was his father. He was kept on that air current. But the father became enraged, so to speak. And he said, if my son were to die, everybody will die. And so the breeze stopped blowing. People began to strangle for breath. Hanuman, the Devatas went to your father and begged to release the wind. Don't cause such destruction. Your father said, on one condition, that my son must be brought back to life. And all you Devatas must bless him so that he has powers. Powerful. He must become quite powerful. Otherwise, everybody will die. And so, your father, Pawan Dev, held firm, and the Devatas were forced to do as they were asked before your father released the wind. So other powers were given to you. Life was given back to you, and you became even more powerful than before. The breeze was released and everybody was comfortable. Hanuman. But all this power within you, you couldn't contain this power within yourself. You were quite energetic. quite energetic, hyperactive. And the sages, realizing how difficult it was for you to control these powers, they gave, should we say a blessing or should we say a curse? Some say it's a curse, that you will forget your strength. And only when reminded of your strength, then you'll be able to act up to full capacity. Hanuman, all powers are within you. Nothing is difficult for you to do. Jambut was saying to Hanuman. Therefore, awake, arise, jago, he bacharang bali, kahe bilam karo. Don't delay. Your birth is for the reason that the objective of performing the Lord's work. Jago bacharang bali, awake and arise, go, perform the work of your master. And so it is said, Hanumanji began to grow in size like a golden mountain. Lal dih lalil se, arudhara lal rangur, vaj dih danaudaran jai 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 kapishur. A golden mountain. Hanumanji preparing himself to go to Lanka to perform the Lord's work. Now, dear devotees, this is the story as to how Hanumanji appeared. It's in brief. But I've always maintained that all these stories have metaphysical application. So let's quickly look at it. At least we'll begin the discussions on it. Hanumanji, here we heard this is he's the son of the wind. But then Hanuman Chalisa says Shankar Suvan, the son of Shiva. So how could he be the son of the wind and also the son of Shiva? And this is where going to the philosophy will help us to deal with this. So let me put it simply. Hanumanji is one of the 11 forms of Lord Shiva, as we say. And according to the tradition of writing, when the sages want to express this, they say Hanuman is the son of Shiva. Actually, Hanuman is Shiva himself. But let's look at it metaphysically. 11 forms of Shiva. What are they really? There are 11 life principles that exist in every one of us. These 11 life principles, 5 senses of perception, 5 organs of action, and the mind principle. Hanuman is the 11th life principle. Therefore, he is the mind principle in every one of us. So when we are told Shankar Swan, it just implies that Hanuman is one of the life principles. And now, Keshari Nandan, the son of Keshari, but Pavan Putra, the son of the wind. What do we mean by that? This whole episode represents yoga, a wonderful yogic procedure. We are told Hanuman is the son of the wind, then the mind is of the nature of wind. Get the understanding clear. How do I tap into the powers of the mind? When the mind, Hanumanji was approaching the sun, Indra, the king of the Devatas, struck him a blow. Now all this is instructive. When the mind decides to approach the sun of divine wisdom, what happens? Indriya, the senses begin to act up. They do not want us to reach to that point of divine wisdom. So we are knocked unconscious, so to speak. But what do we do? What do we have to do? The wind, stop blowing. There is what we call pranayam, breathing exercises, made up of 3 parts: inhalation, retention, and exhalation. Important is retention, what we call kumbhak. When the breeze stops blowing, this is what is implied. The individual who practices pranayam and is able to control their breath, hold their breath for an extended period of time, what you do is you bring this mind principle under control. And when this mind principle is brought under control, all the devatas come running, meaning what? All the powers are tapped into. What are the powers? 8 major yogic powers, 27 minor yogic powers, Ashta Siddhi, Anima Mahima, Laghima Garima, Prapti Prakami, Ishvata Vashitva. Devotees, all these powers exist inside of us within the mind, within the Hanuman that exists inside. But we have to go through the procedure. We forget the power that we have. Only when we're minded, as we were told by the story. What we need to do is to carry out the procedure, the yogic techniques as such. And by so doing, we tap into the powers that exist inside. And that Hanuman comes to full capacity. We can function to our full capacity. The mind principle is very, very important. We perceive this world through the mind. And that discipline of the mind is most necessary. So this little bit of story we read here has an application to all of us, that we can all tap into the powers that exist, but we go along this pathway of yoga. Remember how important pranayama is. Devotees, may I say that Hanuman is in everybody, in the form of the mind principle. Whether you're Hindu, Muslim, Christian, even if you don't believe in God, we all have a mind. And I'll just put one thing to you here. Hanumanji is said with Panchmukhi. He has 5 faces. Do you know that there are 5 mental planes? Chiptam murham vikchiptam ekagram niruddham itichit vibhumayaha. There's a raving mind, the forgetful mind, oscillating mind, one-pointed mind, unrestrained mind. When we worship Hanumanji, the devotee worships Hanuman, we rise from the lowest mental plane to the highest mental plane, the state of restrained control of all senses, withdrawal from the external world, and focus totally on spirituality. This is what Hanumanji symbolizes. Hanuman is a monkey, they say. Monkey very fickle, jumping from branch to branch. But this Hanuman we speak about is the most disciplined you can ever think about. The high state of the mind, the restrained state. So the worship of Hanumanji will take us to that level. And when we come to the restrained state, all the powers are tapped into. Devotees, then we're able to really see what life is all about. We turn away from materialism and turn towards that one divine Sri Ram, Maryada Purushottam, the state of spiritual perfection. I would like you to reflect upon these points. And we invite Pandit Dr. Umesh Prasad to glorify once again. Well, Pavan Putra Bajrangbali, the disciple of Sri Ram, Maryada Purushottam. Remember, Hanuman symbolizes the mind principle, Sri Ram, the state of perfection. Let's visualize Pavan Putra Bajrangbali.
जाके गदी है हनुमान की, जाके गदी है हनुमान की, जाके गदी है हनुमान की, ताकि पैर पूजिया रेखा शान की, जाके गदे हैं हनुमान की। अगदित खतन सुगत बेहतन, अगदित घतन सुगत बेहतन, ऐसी बेदुदावली नहीं आगे की, ऐसी बेदुदावली नहीं आगे की। सुमिरत संकट सोच विमोचन, सुमिरत संकट सोच विमोचन, मूर्ति मोर निधान की, जाके गदे हैं हनुमान की। तपर सानुकूल गिरिजा हर, तपर सानुकूल गिरिजा हर, लखन राम रुझान की, लखन राम रुझान की। तुलसी कपि की कृपा कृपा बिलोचनी तुलसी कपि की कृपा बिलोचनी खानी सकल कल्याण के जाके गति है हनुमान की ताकि पैर मुझियाए रेखा कुली स्मशान की जाके गति है हनुमान की जाके गति है जाके गति है जाके गति है हनुमान की।
बोले श्री पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय।
ओम जय स्वाहा माता मैया जय स्वाहा माता तुम अग्नि की शक्ति तुम अग्नि की शक्ति तुम सच्ची